All right, so we are live. I've got a special guest here named Raianna, and
Hi.
Raianna is a TI. And do you want to explain what that is?
Oh, what is a TI?
Mm-hmm.
A TI is a short abbreviation for target individual. It's people that are chronically stalked, harassed, and tortured by the U.S. government for a multitude of reasons.
Right.
hmm
And we have met people in these groups. It goes from government to
Yeah.
CSA for child sexual abuse. It goes to
hmm
actually Freemasons. So
hmm
being a being a TI here is it's one big bubble, but divisions. Again, you have different stories here.
Uh-huh.
People that have been harassed, stalked, targeted, gang stalked. So here's Raianna, her first time coming forward,
Yes.
and she's like, you know what? I'm tired of being quiet and silent.
Yes. Yes.
Um, in description here, basically, it's like this. Here's Raianna that want to support. This group had, lured her in, groomed her to say, we're here for you. And
hmm
then they turned around and attacked you. So,
Yeah, basically,
yeah.
the narcissist smear campaigns, the hacking, the stalking, the slander, all that.
So, this group, would you call this, would you say this group groomed you?
I wouldn't groom, like
As far as
groom as
isolation to say, come here, we want to help you and trust us. As far as,
yeah, in a
yes, trust
way.
us.
Yeah, because this was when I first came into consciousness, and
Mm-hmm.
I was vulnerable. I had bought my first house, and I was being like followed and harassed by the local police. Um, I'm not sure why, but yeah, it started from 2017, and then I got angry as any rational being would. You're a single professional woman being followed around by the police. Um, so I naturally I got mad and got on the internet and found various groups um, that were doing activism about injustice and police brutality and etc. Um, the leaders of these groups kind of singled me out, pointed me out, and gave me a lot of attention. Um, and soon it became, I would say, an obsession.
Right.
Um, they started because most of the leaders are men, and a couple of the leaders started to hack my social media, my regular cell phone, computer, yeah, my computers. They hacked into my email, everything, my whole life, and they just started stalking, just typical stalking.
So, yeah, this
Um,
group wanted to help you, and it turned around again to attack you, went to your personal information. This went into your real life, not only
yeah,
online, your actual real life.
yeah. hmm I
So we have that in
actually,
common.
yeah, I actually because my phone started like acting up. It started like getting real hot, like really hot, and acting weird. So I went to a forensic specialist, like a digital forensics person, and he did optics on my devices, my home computer, my cell phone, and he found like just spyware everywhere. Like there
Wow.
were apps, yeah. So
Yeah.
it was not only from the leaders of these groups, it was also from the media, the mainstream media. They put spyware and keyloggers on my devices. So he found CNN, MSNBC, Breitbart, Viacom, CBS, and the radio station. He found what's called keyloggers from the radio station. So,
Right.
for example, when you're scrolling up and down on your screen, keyloggers allows the perpetrator to actually see you in real time scrolling and pressing buttons on your device, which is hella creepy.
Yes, I had that too. I had that by keyloggers. They found the
Yeah,
keylogger within my Gmail account.
yeah. Those I had
And
too.
yes,
Yeah.
now they want to say now they pwned me. It's all a joke, but no, we have proof here by Geek Squad that the virus here was, taken care of. It was cleaned out my system. The girl
Uh-huh.
said, well, it could be a lot worse.
Hmm.
Thank God, not worse. But the girl said this: deep, dark web hacking can happen. That even Geek Squad cannot even find it. She said it happens. So
Yeah.
she told me that, we had the Gmail, a clean slate
Hmm.
over. And then when I came out publicly saying, I got you guys, I got proof
Right.
here of this, they would scream, show proof, show proof. No, court, court,
Hmm.
court. So they
Yeah.
got scared and paranoid.
Right.
Yes.
I know that
What?
now.
Yeah. See, it's like this. They want a YouTube court, a kangaroo court. They want to bait you to where you're triggered to give them your ace cards information to ammo against you. They can
Yeah.
say, oh, you hurt your kids, you hurt your kids. No, no, you're wrong. Well, see, me in response to that, they know I'm a good mother, right?
Yeah.
It's the baiting. It's the baiting you to get you pissed off and triggered. And then they all kept saying, oh, we owned you. It's only a joke. Really? Oh, you're lying. There's no virus. I had the receipt. I got
Right.
the screenshot of the receipt, people. So they wanted me to show it. Why? They want my ace card.
Right.
See, it's about being slick, baiting you. Um, and I'm like, I have proof. I don't need to sit here and show people on YouTube. Again, it's only a YouTube court. I go to real court and show my proof here to a judge. I was
Right.
hacked. So my kids here information was seen. Their teachers emailing them about their makeup work from COVID, whatever, And I'm like,
Hmm.
it's not only online, it's your real life. They want to know what you have.
Yeah.
See, you were targeted like me, where I had this group of people I want to help.
Hmm.
They're not good people. I walked away. I got attacked. You want to help.
Yeah.
They lured you in. And my opinion here, like my own thing, they did come and groom us because grooming is where they lure you to trust them, to isolate you, and then they attack
Yeah.
you. Which really,
Hmm.
this group attacked you after you said, hey, I need help here. I'm being this and that. Now, do you want to expose the people, the name of the group?
Oh yeah. So
Go for it.
it first started with this guy. He has an online presence. It's a pseudonym because I had him privately investigated after I found out that he was hacking all my stuff. So it started out with a guy named Jason Black. Okay, that's his pseudonym or whatever. That's not his real name. Um, he was the one that hacked into all of my personal accounts and everything, my bank account,
Wow.
everything. Um, and from there, he just became obsessed with my relationship with my boyfriend and me, just me in general. I don't know. And then I found out a year later that oh, his real name is James something. But his pseudonym is Jason Black on social media or whatever. Really bad guy, really really bad guy. The other one, his name is Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson. He hacked into my social media account
Wow.
in like late 2018. And he's also, a really public person, has a large following. He's written books, been in documentaries, things like that. And he's also targeted, by DOD, CIA. Um, so yeah, it started with that, and that's how I got on the radar, right, of the agency. Okay, because they don't like truthers and activists and
Mm-hmm.
people like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they you know found out who I was. Um,
Wow.
yeah, and the contractors were surveilling me for a couple years before the targeting went overt. Um, I first started to notice. I'll never forget the day. I was coming home from work and I was walking out of the coffee shop and I saw like all these like police. Like, okay, what's going on? Is the president in town? Like, what's going on here?
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, I just thought nothing of it. But then as the days progressed, the weeks progressed, I just noticed there were just like police like everywhere I went, you know? And what you have to understand is that the targeted individual torture, no touch torture program is a military operation. It's a black ops operation. The program is very much modeled after the Nazi program in
Mm-hmm.
Germany with the red coat and the
Mm-hmm.
sabi. It's exactly like that. So, so when you see as a target person, when you see the police around you a lot, that is called street theater, and it's basically a stage, a play that the contractors are doing. Um, so after I noticed the increased police presence, I called the DA, my local DA, and I said, well, what's going on? Like, am I under investigation? Like, what's going on? Of course, they said no. And they were like, even if you were under investigation for something, you wouldn't even know.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah. So I found out there was no official anything like that. So I started, searching, Googling keywords, police stalking, police harassment, the things I was experiencing at the time. And I came up with gang.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
It's amazing what you can find out there when it happens to you. You know you're not stupid, you're not blind, you're awoken, and then
right.
you see things, it's the blinders are off, and you're like, okay, I know I'm not crazy. I know
Mhm.
it's going on. It's my real life here. It's like
Yeah.
not a fairy tale. It's not a movie. We're not actors. Okay.
Hmm.
We're just people. And I think that, again, me and you, from the attention, again, the attention on radar, we are, I guess, a public figure,
I
again,
guess,
by the
right? Doesn't it
attention.
feel like that?
Do what?
Doesn't it feel like that?
It does. I mean, in my story, I am helping out people that are actors, for CSA, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not an actor. I've got 2 kids here, a
Right.
teen and preteen, and it's like, why is someone with a camera following me? I'm in my townhome. I see someone crouching by the bush. Oh, well, she's
Oh
crazy.
my
She's
goodness.
crazy. Yeah,
That's
my younger daughter,
mm-hmm.
this time frame was 5th grade. Her school near my townhouse. So one time we walked um, back from school, and I'm walking and I see this guy in a satchel, a black satchel, um, an outfit, and I'm like, what the hell? Get in my
Mm-hmm.
townhouse. I call my friend, tell Sarah, I'm like, is that a camera? I think it's a camera. So my blinds, I'm like, he's behind a damn bush.
Right.
And you wonder, are they paparazzi from
Right.
California? Are they deep dark web people? Are they CIA? I don't know. And then I
Yeah.
heard that this reporter that she called TMZ on me.
Mm-hmm.
But really, why hide in a bush at one point?
Right.
I mean, did he want to interview you and talk to you before?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to scare you or your children. My kids were scared. I was scared at first. Well, what the hell's going on? I'm not an
Right.
actor. Because I'm friends with actors or an
Yeah.
actress, it's like, oh, okay, you know a person. Okay, I know them. Doesn't mean I'm an actor. So our stories here, being in common, is the attention on us, like we're an actor on radar, and then the more people that see us, they attack you, they gang stalk you, like in shifts. They want to
Mm-hmm.
know who you're dating, who you're married to, your children, your job, your kid's job, where you go to college. They want to know who your parents are, your siblings. For me, ex-husband and his wife, really, my brothers. It's like not your business. Why they feel so entitled because they're stalkers. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
a stalker is definition no boundaries. Number one. Two, they feel entitled to your business.
Because they
So,
have none of their own.
right. They want to have that excitement, and stalking you is their entertainment. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It goes into social media, and then they post all your private things to the public. They make
Mm-hmm.
money off of you. It gets to the actual point. For me, it has actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm their cash
Yeah.
cow. I'm their big cash cow. I
But
blocked them,
mm-hmm.
ignored them. They get more and more stronger with more accounts. Again,
Mm-hmm.
I would say they're in shifts. If
Right.
one's in bed, the next one's awake, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they're in bed, they're awake. They keep going in a shift, like a job. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're stalkers,
Mm-hmm.
not trolls. We're not saying trolls here because trolls can be ignored. We're saying actual stalkers
Mm-hmm.
into your real life. And
Mm-hmm.
it's scary. It's very
Mm-hmm.
scary to know, oh, my private life here is out there. Well, you did this. No, you all did this. You're only
Right.
here to defend yourself, right? And tell your story.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, okay, the more I fight back my story, they're gonna stop. They're gonna leave me alone. No. Why? Because they're stalkers. They have no
Right.
boundaries. And for me, they're mothers, they're parents. And I'm like, get a job. You're moms, you have husbands, or you have wives. Why am I your entertainment? I'm not your hobby. My
Mm-hmm.
children are not your hobby. It's like I met you 4 days ago from the group. It's like, okay, oh, I want to know your personal life. I want to know, do you have kids? Are you in college? What's your job? Who you're married to? It goes to the point, really, who you're dating. They will discuss even who you're with as far as sex goes. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Who you have in
It
your
sounds
bedroom is your business.
it sounds like you're being targeted by a group of people, like civilians.
It's the Wolfpack. Yeah, they're the Wolfpack are a organized group of people. Again, they're organized. Many,
Mm-hmm.
many people. And they hate Corey Feldman, the actor from Goonies and Stand By Me and Lost Boys. A woman of I call it a tabloid reporter, put my face as a YouTuber in an article with Corey Feldman and Corey Haim's mother, Miss Judy Haim. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
talk to her or Corey, but they thought I did. The group thought I knew Corey or Judy.
Mm-hmm.
Jealousy took over of that one
Mm-hmm.
woman and they attacked me. Well, Corey Feldman's stalkers came after
Mm-hmm.
me. His stalkers,
Wow.
right? His stalkers were teamed up with the wolf pack, right?
Right.
So she, as a leader with the one guy, they welcomed in Corey stalkers. Okay,
Oh.
then my radar's out there. The
Mm-hmm.
radar that, oh, she knows him. I didn't know him at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So at the point where we were talking, we had contact. He told me, you're not the only one victim of these people. There's like 16 people that will include Corey Feldman and me and my friend Sara, an actress. So he told me that it's all public out there, online, it's all public. He brought 5 of the Wolfpackers to court for an RO. And I was told that the woman didn't get served either. They couldn't find her address, something like that. But Corey did not come to court. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why. I know there is a rumor. I don't know why. So this woman has continued to stalk people in their real life, their children. And then in June, I brought her to court. She brought 2 woodpeckers on a video call in court. And granted, yes, she lied. My attorney knew they were lying, but
Mm-hmm.
told me, you know what, Sharon, I can't force them to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the girl lied in court. The judge says, would you consider a mutual RO? Well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I didn't fight this crap, but he asked her as a choice. Why is there a choice? That's my abuser, my stalker. Why is it a choice? The judge asked her
Right.
this. Well, no, because this person might come to her and say, I'm doing more things. Really? It's
Mm-hmm.
excuse. Excuse that was used to continue the abuse, the stalking,
Right.
harassing of me and my children.
Yeah.
So since June, we're now in March. So at this point, more things have happened. Now, I ignored them at some times. I've been offline, my dad's house, before, of course, COVID happened. All these
Mm-hmm.
things kept happening. At one time, I was gone for 2 months offline. It don't matter,
Mm-hmm.
you're offline or online. Why? They're stalkers. They want you in
Mm-hmm.
your real life. It seems to me that this one group will not stop until someone's dead or seriously hurt or in prison.
Yeah.
They will drive you to that last little edge, that little cliff, and push you off and go, hey, but we're innocent. No, you're not. So, how many victims here before me? And now the woman is after a new YouTuber. Well, not new to me actually, but a new victim, I should say. That what? Okay, a son. Her MO are children.
Oh,
People with children.
that's crazy.
Yeah, this girl has got a son that I think you're as autistic. And she says, well, to me, he looks healthy. So that's your opinion, not a fact,
Right.
right? They convince people, their subs and followers, their Wolfpack people, they convince people that her opinion is a fact. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. Your opinion and speculation are not true facts. Therefore, not the truth. Not is it? So
Yeah.
they will speculate you their opinions. Oh, this girl Raianna, blah blah blah. Okay, it's your opinion, not a fact. But they want that. Why? They're stalkers. They want their false narrative, their agenda. Again, to fit their false narrative, they will have you slandered, defame you, commit crimes. When my email was hacked, I had again Geek Squad. They got paranoid. They commit a crime by lying to a Geek Squad employer. Well, it's Best Buy. Okay. They were trying to get Best Buy employer to give them my information out. You can't do that. It's a crime.
Right.
They both lied and said, well, we were sold this from this girl named Sharon. They also used my kid's name, Jordan.
Yeah.
Right. They lied to extort information. Extortion is a crime. Okay.
Yeah.
So these grown women that are mothers called Best Buy for what again? To extort information to fit their agenda. They commit crimes on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
It's their game. You had
Right.
crimes against you. Okay. Why? They're stalkers. So when is it going to be enough? When someone's dead? Really?
Yeah. It sounds like your stalking is not of the traditional type. For the average TI.
Right.
You come more from the Hollywood side. A
Social media,
traditional.
Hollywood.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was, well, it was online first. Online,
Mhm.
the article in Hollywood, right? Corey Feldman. Hollywood, glamour, glitz, social media. But it ran to my real life. I'm not an
Right.
actor. So
Mhm.
why am I being targeted, harassed? They called the cops constantly on my butt. They called CPS for 4 months. 4 months of this. But really 5 months. The first time was 4 months. Then a whole month. Why did this happen to me? Because someone thought I did something bad.
Mhm.
Because I told her I did this. Nope, didn't do anything.
Right.
So she called on me, on my father, a retired Marine, a retired sheriff, and told people of CPS that my father hurt my daughter sexually. And
Oh
it was said,
no.
yes, and it was said that I allowed this. They called me a perpetrator, that
That's
I allowed my
slander and
father.
defamation.
Yes. Well, it's a report being false.
Right.
Okay, so my dad is not part of YouTube. He's
Mhm.
a former Marine, former officer of the law. He's married, got a new wife. They dragged him into this YouTube thing.
Mhm.
Now, they say, oh, it's nothing but drama. Yeah, it's drama. But why is it drama? Why are grown adults, mothers, mind you, attacking me, stalking me? Let's say this. I do a podcast. I say, my sky is blue. Great. I see purple. Oh, now it's black. Let's say the grass is green. They watch you
Mhm.
in every moment that I do. They'll go live and go, oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. They have said this about me. They claim I'm a killer, that I kill people, that I tried to kill my daughter with what? Laxatives, lies. They said that I tried to beat up some old woman. They even claim here that I'm a black woman named Sharon Hensley in Florida. Right. So, okay, you're black, I'm white, I am also Indian. But honey, I'm like Casper. I'm very fair skinned. So how the hell can I be a black woman
Funny.
when A, I'm white and Native American, but then okay,
Right.
they said this. Well, it's the same woman, the same birthday. Okay, fine. Granted, I'm not a black woman in Florida felonies. So cops came here to my front door. Miss Hensley, Hensley, we got a report here about you selling cars. What's going on? I'm like, what? I took someone's car? What?
Uh-huh.
I had no record. They tried for 4 months to put dirt on me, to have me arrested. There are tapes out there on YouTube of the one guy of Wolfpack saying I'm a C word and saying, I want all of you to call her cops right now and CPS on her. She's crazy and loony toony. Really? So then the proof right there. They told people to do this. So then my brother was lured in by the woman of Wolfpack. Not
Mhm.
only my brother, but ex-husband's wife came on the panel,
Mhm.
defamed me, lied, had me slandered, all lies to embarrass me, to hurt me, and I'm a joke. Well, I'm not a joke. So she asked my brother, was Sharon, no, was she hurt as a child sexually? I believe, yeah, she was, yeah. But how many months did he lie about me? And he knew I survived CS as a child. I survived child sexual abuse for 10 years, from 6 to 17 years old. He knew the truth. He knew my mom, my aunt, my cousin all were victims. He knew. Did my brothers ever help me? No. They warned me? No. So I said, what the heck, Greg? He first said,
Mhm.
oh, you're lying. You're on YouTube lying. But all of a sudden now, with this one girl, I believe she was touched. I believe she was abused. But Sharon
Mhm.
exaggerates. Really?
Mhm.
How would you know what I've been put through, Greg? How in the hell can someone tell you I exaggerate? I am so detailed in everything that happened to me. I have made
Mhm.
people that didn't know me cry. Not my intent. It is sad, but I told them every detail. How is that being, oh, oh, you're lying, exaggeration? No. When someone has no idea what you've been put through, they will lie on you, call you crazy, call you nuts.
Mhm.
You're the one going through your hell. You're the
That's
one
called
saying,
gaslighting.
mm, it
Like,
is.
mhm.
They'll gaslight you. They'll make you think that you're nuts to where you might get suicidal. Now, what would happen here if me or you or others were not here right now and we did, hurt ourselves? They want people, that little edge on that cliff, they pushed them to suicide. What would have happened if I were not here right now? I hurt myself. I was dead. It's jail. It's jail. I have proof here. They tried to push me. Actually, yes. 1 year, I went to the hospital. 7 women were in a hospital because why? These people, all the stress that you go through, all that stress, it makes you to a point you're suicidal or, hey, I'm nuts. No, no, no. Lies, demonic issues that want to influence you in your mind, saying again, I am the storm. You cannot overcome me. You're nothing. Well, then you scream back. You are the storm. We have a story here to tell. We bond again as the harassment. We ask someone for help. They allure you to help you, but only to attack you. So, I mean, where do we go from here? Well, for me, I speak out. You speak out. We get people together, an army of good, and we come forward our truth and our stories, awareness, to tell people what's going on, to warn them.
Right.
If we all sat here and we're all quiet, it's silence. And then what? It's like, okay, they want change. They want laws to be different. But no one really speaks up. And it's too late.
I think that's the
It shouldn't take laws to
problem.
change.
Yeah.
Well, no one should be murdered or raped or that way to get laws changed. Why? Why? They want to victim shame, blame you. No. Again, you ask them why. Why is it okay for grown women and men to stalk me and my children, harass me, and my kids' pictures have been shown? So they say, oh, I did this. Nope. You all went first and you all showed my kids' photographs. Now, granted, you might see some on Google. It is public. But okay, ask this question. What is their agenda with my kids' pictures? Right. So their agenda, is to exploit my children. To get to me through my children. So you can see probably my kids' pictures out there. I don't see you saying, here's her kids. No. No one normal with a heart does this crap. It's not normal. Again, not a normal troll. They are organized group that are stalkers. If you have a kid or a nephew or niece, okay, let's say a public photograph, your Facebook page, Instagram. I have no right to interfere in your life and take that photograph on my live stream. Look at her son or daughter. Really? What's that accomplish? Really? It's not only the drama, it's actually invade your privacy. I have no right to feel, oh, I'm entitled to Raianna's life. Even a live stream here, I don't control you. I'm not going to go, hey, give me your information. No, it's not normal. It's not sane. Mentality is warped. Mentality is not normal. So then, again, what do? You keep going forward, get support, get trails. If you must go to court, then do it. It's like, I don't know. TIs here have really bizarre, different stories. But I can't say, oh, they're crazy. If they're crazy, then I'm crazy. Because
No,
why?
it's just surveillance and technology abuse, you know.
Right? Which
Um,
again, we had that talk the other night about the God's eye. Okay,
mhm.
in the movie Fast and Furious, where Kurt Russell is saying what it's called God's eye, it will track you down. Okay, it's in the cameras, the street lights, gas stations, stores, corners. They can track you down. You know,
Mhm.
some phones I've heard have this in their phones. Now, for parents, for maybe teens, it's smart. That's your child. These people are not my kids' parents. They're my kids. So why do you feel entitled to track down my children to know
Right.
who their friends, what school they go to? Uh, okay, what job does she work at now? It's sick. It's sick. It's not normal. So
Now
then
imagine getting assaulted with radiation while you're sitting in your own house.
I've heard of this. I've heard of that with the lasers. And I'm very ignorant to this. I don't know the whole the issue that happens. And I ask people, okay, you say radiation, you say a laser, what happens to you? They told me, and I'm like, wow, I never knew this. I never knew
Mhm.
because why? I did not know that you all ever, you're out there, you exist. And they say, oh, no, 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 they're crazy, they're schizo. No. If you are schizo, I'm schizo then. We're not
No,
schizo.
there's actual patents for all the weapons. So um it's just high tech stalking, you know what I mean?
Right.
I want to say some things that everyday TIs what we get. 'Cause your story is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Um but most TIs it's like a standard protocol for all of us. Um So we get the break-ins. My house has been broken into many times. Nothing of value is ever taken because the technique that they're using is called gaslighting. So they come in and like slice your jeans or like rearrange something or like it's called gaslighting, right? You ever see the movie Gaslight?
Yes.
It's to make you think that like you're like not, you're going crazy, but you're really not. It's just assholes breaking into
Mm-hmm.
your apartment doing shit. So that's called the official name for that is called black bag job. The CIA does that all the time to us. Um, Another thing that we go through on a daily, all day, every day are what's called noise campaigns. The noise campaigns usually come from the corrupt police, the firefighters, and the EMS people. Um, what they do is they come in front of your house all day, every day, and they do what's called honking campaigns, where as
Mm-hmm.
soon as they get in front of your house, they'll honk the horn, or the cops will do it, but they're not. It's called criminal harassment because it's what they're doing is criminal. They're using public um, vehicles and public property uh, for criminal activity. So when they're doing a noise campaign, they're not going to emergencies, right? They're actually
Oh, I
like
see.
they're actually harassing someone in the community, right?
Right.
So yeah, that's like hella illegal, right? Because the average person, they see like an ambulance or like a firefighter truck go down the street with the siren. You think, oh, they're going to an emergency. The thing is, Sharon, this program is all across America, and all of the EMS
Right.
personnel they all participate in it, and they get um they get side money from FEMA to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the next time you
Mm-hmm.
see like a fire truck, I bet you $50 they're not going to emergency, they're gang stuff. Okay. So
I live near a fire department. I live next to a firehouse, and constantly it's like I've heard 3 a day, 8 a day, and I'm thinking they just came
yeah,
back.
yeah, you're
Okay,
targeted. They're doing noise
yeah, well,
campaigns on
yeah,
you.
I believe so. But
Mm-hmm.
again, they called me crazy when I saw the guy by the bush,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, okay, I'm
But
not an actor.
remember, we're dealing with the intel community, right? And the military. What is the intel community about? They're about spying, surveillance, and torture, right?
It makes sense because I'll tell you why. My dad's a former Marine.
Mm-hmm.
These jerks know why they kept digging in my life. My
Mm-hmm.
ex-husband, it was, well, National Guard. I
Mm-hmm.
believe here is in the Guard still. Well, guess
Mm-hmm.
what? Again, they use my ex-husband's new wife against me to attack
Mm-hmm.
me. So it makes sense that there's him in my area. See, the person in California, they use people that know me in my area
Mm-hmm.
of my city. My kid's father, ex husband, and his wife. That's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Right.
normal. And I
Well,
live near a fire department.
that's called infiltration and sabotage. See, everything that they do
Exactly.
to you has a name, okay? Because this is a program that goes back to, I would say, the 70s in America. So everything they do, this is a very structured program, and I think when people try to tell outsiders, hey, I'm being targeted by the government, they laugh because they don't know what it actually is, you know? Um,
They're ignorant to it. Like I
right.
have been, I knew what's going on. They're very ignorant
Mm-hmm.
or they're very close minded people.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like,
Because people
what? What's
say,
that?
"Oh, who are you? You're a nobody. You're just this little black girl from Philly, right? The Philly suburbs, right? You're just whoever. Why would the CIA and the DOD be talking? And
Mm-hmm.
we don't have time for that.
I
Um,
had the
yeah,
same
they
thing.
do.
The
Yeah,
same thing
they
happened to
do.
me.
There's a whole budget for activists and truthers and people who they just don't like. There's a whole budget for this. Okay, it's called the black budget. Okay, and this is how, these subcontractors make their money by torturing and harassing normal people. The other thing that we get is, let's see, the break-ins, the noise campaign, the actual physical stalking by police.
Right.
Every day I go out, it doesn't matter where I go, I'm being harassed by police. They've tried to run me off the road several times. They've done all types of just malicious, vicious things to me. Um, I think that's a really, that needs to be addressed more in the GI community. Um, so the physical stalking, and how they're able to do that is through the satellite surveillance, right?
Right. Right.
And this is the military part of it. The technology comes from the military. This is how when
Mm-hmm.
you have the contractor sitting there in shift, just harassing you all day. This is how when I'm on one side of town, there's police stalking me. I'm on the other side of town, they're stalking me because there's a person at a computer looking at you from the satellite surveillance. Okay.
And because you're on their radar, that's why they came after
Mhm.
you. You came out, I guess, a public figure by attention. So you're on
Mhm.
the radar now. They know who you
Mhm.
are, and now they know they see you. They know who you
Mhm.
are. I mean, I'm saying no,
Mhm.
no, no, you. So like
Mhm.
me, same thing with me to a point where, oh, crazy Sharon again. No, I mean, you cannot use my brother as a weapon to the cops. My detective in my city here is my actual relative by marriage. His wife
Mhm.
is my half cousin. We're still blood.
Mhm.
My
Mhm.
my bros here, my brothers, my bros, are my half siblings. The same mother, but my dad's our stepfather. But again, same mama, the same blood. So their cousins are still my cousins, but they're half, I guess, or half cousins, but we're all blood. Well, my half cousin is married to who? A detective. They used the detective and my brother as a weapon against me and my children. So anywhere near you, anyone close to you, friend, family, even ex-friend, ex-boyfriends, doesn't matter. They'll use anything and everything to come against you and call you, oh, what a crazy nut job she is. And I'm like, okay, well, this crazy nut job, you say, has proof. I went to the point.
Right.
I mean, you're at the point going, So I've got the proof here. I made them open a freaking cop investigation on 4 dirty cops. Oh, okay, you will see your proof. And called me. Yeah, we seen this. We saw that. At the end of it, they say, well, we agree it was wrong of them to give your abuser false reports about you. You think? You think? And they knew who these people were for a long time. So they call in my station to who? My detective. Who is that? Relation by marriage to my cousin. All of a sudden, they get the inside scoop about me.
Right.
Okay, in my state here, you're not allowed to get a report over state. You must be in person with your ID and my station get a report. So their records told me that no official, no cop, no corporal, lieutenant, night watchman, you're not allowed to give someone overstate your record or a report. But they did this twice. Then she records them. The cops records them with no consent, and she'll put that crap on her live streams to torture me, harass me, and stalk me, and try to see people. See, she's crazy. Her cops hate her. My cops are doing crimes too. Okay?
Hold on 1 second, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Sharon? Hello? Hello? Oh, I don't know where she went, but hey, guys.
I'm here.
Okay, I just wanted to show the evidence that I put
Okay.
on my Facebook page, that the evidence of the media, CNN, the media hacking. So this is the box. I went to a digital forensics expert, and this is the bag, the evidence bag, okay?
Wow.
Technology hacking by the media and the CIA in Virginia. So the question is, who gets the first lawsuit?
Yes. So good question is that, because see, they can't continue to victim shame blame you. The question is, okay, who is first going to get sued? Because you have the proof. Now, they can tell me, okay, well, again, it's wrong what the cops did to you. It's not just wrong. It's unprofessional. It's messed up. It's helping my abusers attack me. So then I can go to court or a federal court or a reporter. You keep going higher. If you think here the cops will not help you, either there's not enough manpower or they're ignorant to your abuse, or Oh, you're crazy. Okay. You go above. You keep going above until someone hears you.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you have to get that cage and rattle it, rattle cage and go, I want to be heard. I got proof here. So again,
Right.
the next chain, you have your proof here, I have my proof. You keep going
Mm-hmm.
above. The cops think they own everything. They don't. They don't.
There was one in the beginning where I didn't know how to play the game right, and they broke into my house, and they did the crazy shit they did, and so I called the cops, which you never do as a GI, okay? But I called them, and I said to the one who I knew was a part of the program, I said, oh no, that's okay, I'm gonna take it to internal affairs, and Sharon, his face, like literally changed, like so the regular street cops that participate in gang stalking and they stalk you and all that stuff, you know, if you go above their head, they will fold. But the thing is, they're under pressure by CIA and DOD to harass you
Yes.
because they're
Yes.
threatened. They're told, oh, you're gonna lose your career, your family, blah blah blah, if you don't go and you know do what we tell you to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of TI, like some TIs have, um, just given up hope. I think they've been stalked and harassed for like 20, 30 years. And I'm just like, I'm not.
Well, see, I think that in some era of an era of these years that
Mm-hmm,
at this time they didn't have the social media tools to go
mm-hmm,
live and get the story
mm-hmm,
out there on social media. Not only I mean a news crew, a news station
mm-hmm,
reporter. I mean like right now they don't have the
mm-hmm,
tools I guess at one point to go, hey, we need a platform. They didn't
mm-hmm,
have this here to go. We have a voice. Okay, hear
mm-hmm.
us. We want to be heard. Now here is 2021 with social media. Everyone's recording cops on the street corner,
Right,
attacking somebody, and then they're
right.
like,
As they should.
like, I mean, how many cameras? How many times do people record, uh, you know, Mr. Floyd, in heaven now, just still in heaven, Mr. Floyd, whatever, was killed by cops. He was killed by cops. How many people had cameras? How many people showed different angles of his death? So now we're
Mm-hmm,
at an age now we're able to show things, but they want to
mm-hmm,
deny it. You cannot
mm-hmm.
deny this. We are going to keep coming out there in your face and speak up. The same happened
Yeah,
to you, happened to me. They try to
yeah.
oh, we're a cop, we're gonna gaslight you now. Oh, you're crazy. I caught there were cops that were trashing me. And I'm like, oh, we know who Sharon is. Oh, do ya? Do
Right.
ya? Well, maybe you wouldn't know who the hell I am. If
But
the
see, Sharon,
cops,
with you, since you're attractive, they probably sit in the sheriff's office in the basement and use the surveillance technology to surveil you in your house.
I heard this before by someone in the group, and I told them, like, well, they admit they're wrong in what they did, but not enough to persecute an officer. Are you
Mm-hmm.
kidding me? In my hometown of Florida, or it not be happening right now. Okay, yeah, they were wrong. Okay, good. I want an apology on paper. They were wrong. The cops would not
You ain't never
even
getting
do
it, sister.
this. Do what?
Mm-hmm. I said you ain't never getting it.
Exactly. Exactly. Why is that?
I
Because
just
they
want
don't
them
want to
to leave
seem at
me
fault.
alone.
Yeah, they don't want to seem at fault for this, or
Mm-hmm.
stupid, or guilty. Why? An apology would mean that I can have the right to sue them for
Right.
distress and stress and
That's
income.
that's an intentional. That's called an intentional tort.
Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
You just have
I'm
to get
learning more
through
and
it.
more these words, what I've been put through, and it makes sense. They say, oh, Sharon's called this. I'm like, yeah, because see, I had that. Now maybe I didn't word it quite right. I worded it kind of wrong, or maybe I'm like, okay, I'm tongue tied. Maybe it's out there somewhere, but I know it has evidence. Oh, but you're
Mm-hmm.
crazy, Sharon. You're nuts, Sharon. It's like, again, victim blame shame. They want to
Mm-hmm.
keep shaming the victim when the question again should be, how can you all help me in my
Right.
situation? How can this keep continuing? How can this be allowed? And why are these adults, after my children? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so then one guy tells me, well, okay, so we have cops here that people would get a picture of them in the mall with their families. Okay, that's wrong. That's messed up. But you know what, dude? I've had 3 years of this. Not a one-time family function in the mall. It's a cop family. That's wrong. That's wrong. But you can't compare my abuse for 3 years to someone getting a snapshot of some cop in a family. I had 3 years of this shit, night and day, night and day. Again, it's wrong that someone goes click a cop's family with children, but that cop, as a cop, has the right. They have more resources to their captain. Hey man, last night someone got a picture of my wife and my kids. How
Mm-hmm.
quickly would that shit get happen and turn around for him? But not us.
Mm-hmm.
Not us. We're crazy, right? That cop can go, hey, Captain so and so, that creep over there got a picture of my kids at the mall. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're on that crap. Like, okay, let's help you. You're our brother in arms. Right. What about us? We have children. Some are married, niece or nephews. Why don't the cops see we have real issues and real proof? Again, it will
Because
show
they're in on it,
they're
Sharon.
in
They're
on it.
in
Yeah,
on
they're
it.
in on it. And it will have the public showed they're in on this shit. They are guilty, unprofessional. Because God forbid you cannot show cops for what they really are. Now, not all cops are bad people. I have two here that are good people. But
Mm-hmm.
majority of cops I've seen are trash. They're just trash. They want to say, we're here to protect you and we're here to help you. But the thing is, you know, you're crazy. Hang on one moment. Sorry, my kids were talking in the hallway real loud. Anyway, but again, the cops just say, protect you, be there for you. I say BS now. BS. I say BS. That my own children do not respect the cops here. Only the two cops that are cool here, maybe. The rest, no good. My children do not respect majority of my cops here. They failed their job. Recently, the woman of the whoop pack had a picture I sent to an ex-boyfriend. We were together. I had a picture. It was private. She convinced him, I guess brainwashed him, I don't know, to give her his
Mm-hmm.
password to Facebook. So she saw a picture of me to him. It was private. She's passing out the picture. I have proof. Her own words, her own live streams. Her friends say this. They taunt me, harassed me by the picture. Okay, well, California wants to get her. Tennessee, and okay, whatever. So it's okay, I guess, for someone to do this. Where's the justice? How am I crazy? I have the proof right here. I put a video time stamped to one officer and detective. They said slander, It's called code of conduct, a misdemeanor. I showed that to California. Well, blah, blah. I'll tell you why he said, oh, blah, blah. Because she was calling her cops. Uh-huh. To what now? Yeah. She called her cops to convince them that I'm crazy and she's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. They tell their cops I'm nuts, but I got proof. She wants no attention on her. So I called cops on reasons. Oh, don't call my PD. Woman, you call my cops every day for almost 3 years and CPS.
So it sounds like the majority of your targeting is community slander, libel, and infiltration into your social
Defame.
circle.
Also, it is
Defamation,
called character. What's that word? Character.
assassination.
Yeah, assassination.
Yeah.
Because see, they want your character to go down to you're a joke.
Yeah.
You're not credible. You're not a real YouTuber. I'm not what I call a YouTuber. I don't compete with other people. It's my hobby. It's my outlet. It's my therapy. It's my voice. So they
Yeah.
say, oh, show proof. I show proof. And they have my channel straight down. Why? Because they yet again used a tool against me. They would use a YouTube to have me straight down. But why? Why, Sharon? Because I had proof. They don't want the freaking truth or the proof out there. Why? Because that would mean I'm not crazy. I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I have the truth here. They are false people. They are wolves here in sheep's clothing. To me, they're a Charlie Manson occult. Again, Manson did not kill people. It's the influence and tell them, do this, brainwash, gaslight, do this. He sat back while his followers, his minions, killed people like Sharon Tate.
Mm-hmm.
So this woman
Mm-hmm.
will sit back to a point and go, hey, do this, do that. Oh, but I've been ill for a week. I've not been online. Yeah, you're not online, but you have people do your dirty work for you. Plain and simple, period. Or
Right.
she's sick, she said, but I caught her in accounts that are sub accounts and my chats trolling me. You're so sick. You hate me, but yet you watch me. I am their obsession. I am their cash cow.
Mm-hmm.
I have I have the media part of this. You have government. But still, the one big bubble, different divisions. We all come together, the same topic. We're being
Mm-hmm.
targeted for different
Mm-hmm.
reasons. I have mine. Yours is, again, you said out here, you said all loud and proud. You're a proud Black woman, and they have stalked you, harassed you. Explain again. Explain this again. Tell the people, like the one example of you were walking down the street and the cop trying to run you over.
No, I was at okay, so it's every day. So I can like just walk outside of my house. The moment it's called, so the technique is called same time entry exit. Okay, it's a
Mm-hmm.
surveillance technique. So when you first walk out of your house, a cop car will drive by as soon as you walk out of your house.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that the cop was sitting at the end of your street. He got radio from the handler at the computer, which is the contractor, and it's all surveillance abuse. Okay, they
Right.
want you to know that they're there, that they're stalking you, that they're harassing you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
but every day when I'm driving, they'll just drive recklessly around me, like the police. And they'll put everybody else on the road, lives at risk. or if I'm going to go walk outside to go exercise, as soon as I get down the block, there's like 2, 3 police officers driving past me.
Wow.
You know, this is every
Wow.
day. Now, on a heavy day with the stalking, I'll see like 15 cops, or
Wow.
just going to Walmart. Okay. Um. So yeah. It's very stressful. It's very traumatic. I was a homeowner. I'm a professional. I'm a nurse. I'm a young woman. So it's very intimidating. It's very hurtful. It's very, very scary. Some days I don't even want to go out the house, like leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's how intense it is because you have, grown men with all types of trinkets, in a bag stalking you
Yep.
because you're black and because you were an actor, because I was an actor. You know what I mean? So it's in my situation, it's more of a hate crime.
Right.
Um,
Right.
yeah. So, and the other thing that TIs get is the helicopter chopper harassment. It's called air harassment. So you're driving down 95, the highway, the helicopter is right freaking next to you, and he's flying right with you. He gets off when you get off, the whole shebang. Okay. Sometimes they even, like in the beginning when it was really intense, they would just hover above my house and like buzz my house, you know. So the helicopter harassment, the drone harassment, where the drone is similar to the helicopter harassment, it just sits above my house and it follows me around. These are sick perverts sitting behind these computers from
Mm-hmm.
the military and the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
So what this really is, it's called contract stalking. Um, yeah, so basically somebody didn't like me too much, either at the CIA or the Pentagon or even a politician, and they just put your name in this torture program, like just like that, you know?
Wow.
And I think that it's very telling of this country that a program like this even exists, you know?
What's even
Like
messed
why
up
aren't
though, that being
yeah,
this kind of stopped is messed up. The country, they're not going to recognize this, and they say again, you're all crazy, should be locked up. They don't want to. They don't want to invest time to investigate what's going on. What's
because
the
they're
real
doing
problem
it.
here?
Because they're
Mm-hmm.
doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Exactly.
politicians look the other way because they get bribed from the
Right.
CIA or they get blackmailed. So a lot of the politicians in America are pedophiles. Okay. Um,
Yep.
and so what the CIA does is they surveil and videotape them while they're engaging in, just crazy, ridiculous stuff. And then they are blackmailed to look the other way about the torture program. That's why they
Right.
don't help us.
Right. Of course. Well, again, if you see, I told you that movie called Peppermint. It's a
Mm-hmm.
Peppermint by Jen Gardner. You know, in the movie, you see that she's awoke. She
Mm-hmm.
sees it for what it is. They want to pay her off. Oh, well, you didn't see this. You didn't see this. Go away, go away, go away. Have a good life, all this money. You
Mm-hmm.
can't be paid off. You can't pay me off.
Mm-hmm.
Then in court to testify against the killers, they're all bought. The mob people bought the judges, the police,
Mm-hmm.
other witnesses. They're all being bought to be hush hush quiet on the same team. When court
Mm-hmm.
ended, they want to throw her into the white van for crazy people, they say. Well, she escaped that shit. There is truth here in these movies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some can be far-fetched, but yes, movies show real life. It can show what can happen to you when you're smart and you're woke. She knew I'm being paid off. She knew I see the judges, the cops, the mob people, they're all in this together. Oh, but Sharon's crazy. It's only a movie. No, it's not. No, it's not. It comes from always somewhere, whether it's actually real life or the Bible or something. They'll take something and go forward this. And then they all say, oh, it's glamour, just a movie, for entertainment. No, no. When you're awoke, like again, the whole movie called The Matrix. I've seen this thing with TIs called The Matrix. I'm now learning about the Matrix issue with TIs. It's a real thing. Again, TIs, The Matrix, the stories, it's really real shit. And it's like, okay, then how can we help people to get out there awareness right here? You get people that platform, you speak the hell up and get noticed. If you want to, make some noise to get heard, you gotta make some noise to get heard. Like, sometimes you get more hate, but the thing is that the more you make some noise here and you speak out, someone's gonna listen. And again, even if you are an actor or actress, or still you're a person, and why on radar? Because they're all behind it. They know what's going on. They see your face. Oh, Sharon and Corey Feldman. We know who you are. I bet you do. Why? Because you all say that it's all Hollywood, it's all crazy, it's not real, but it is real. The dark side is real. Pedophile in Hollywood is real. It's their glamour mask. They want you to look crazy, but you're not crazy. I mean, again, if y'all are crazy, I'm nuts. If y'all are nuts, I'm nuts too. Because see, I know the truth. I knew the first time I got attacked. I knew what was going on, and this whole Wolfpack thing. But I knew at age 6, when you're touched by evil people, whether you're, again, child sexual assault, you're touched by evil, you see it, you feel it, you know it, you're awoke. Not many kids out there age of 6 that know what's going on. But when you get older, you're tainted. You're told, that's not real. That's not real. That's not real. You get older and go, oh crap, it is real.
Yeah.
Right? Because the media, TV, and shows, they don't want you to know the truth. And I'm like, oh crap, I remember this. You are awoke at that age, but then again, you get older, they teach you, no, it doesn't exist. It's just a story. It's fairy tales. And you're like, the real monsters, not only under the bed, neighbors, cops, judges, it's all out there. The real monsters are these people that do not help you when you're being stalked, legit stalked. Like, you're like the prey. They are the prey. Sorry, we're the prey, they're the predator. And it's like, a predator.
That's exactly how it feels. It feels like I'm being like predatorily stalked. Like the fact that I can even walk down the street to the store without a police officer, like 2 or 3 of them stalking me. That's deprivation of rights. Okay.
Well, I wonder this. Okay, you mentioned how you used to be an actor or acting in the past.
No.
Okay, I misheard you. Look, my friend, this actress, if you are an actor in the business, they actually take that into your real life and dig and dig and dig. and you're on then
Mhm.
more radar. Oh, well, that's her job. Okay, but
Yeah.
private life here should not be invaded. You
Yeah.
know, we have a right
I
here to be privacy.
I can sympathize with and empathize with celebrities because they can't even walk down the street without like a
Mm-hmm.
million people in their face. And you see like
Mm-hmm.
they're constantly like they're running from the hotel to the car. They can even like walk down the street. Like they're
Right.
mobbed. So they're kind of in the same situation we are, but they have the fame and the wealth and all that stuff.
Yeah, we're not as
But
famous as they are because we're not that, yes. But again, it's why you're a public figure by the attention of being targeted. I mean,
mm-hmm,
it's like, I mean, I was actually thrown to the wolfpack by this guy.
mm-hmm,
And I'm like, oh, they're not good people. I left.
mm-hmm.
And when you leave them, they attack you. I've had 4 or 5 attacks. Just, they're big attacks, actually. But it's like, why you all care? If you don't
Mm-hmm.
like me on YouTube, what I stand
Right.
for, I'm on YouTube. Don't
Go watch
watch
somebody
me.
else.
Don't watch me. Like maybe my
Right.
podcast is not for you. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
my story here, my story about my abuse here, not for you. Good. It's not for you
Mm-hmm.
then. Why do you keep watching me? Oh, we hate you. You're a liar. Then why do you waste energy
That
watching me?
so um with my fucking there's contractors, so they're getting paid money to do it.
Well, guess what though? For me, as a cash cow, they give her donations. They give their friends donations when they harass me, defame me, have me slandered. They exploit my kids for money.
Yeah.
And the cops know this. They see the videos and they say, well, go to court against her again if you need to. That's it? That's it? Really? That's it. Go to court for a civil suit. So until then, until I see a judge again, you're still doing more and more crap. Okay? It should not get to this point. My kids are off limits. Not your hobby people. They're my kids. They pretend,
Yeah.
oh, we're their mother. No, you're not. They're
What?
obsessed. They think in their mind that they are their children. I'll tell you why. One of the women in the pact, she said, well, I hope you die from a heart attack. I'll get your children. I'll adopt them as mine. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yep. So it's like obsessed freaking stalkers. Again, the worst ones are not men that stalk you. It's women. I'll tell you why. Jealousy fuels the women.
Yeah.
Okay? Women are the
But men
worst.
are jealous as well, Sharon. Okay, a
I've seen
lot
a
of a
few.
lot of a lot of the CIA agents and the DOD contractors are homosexuals. Did you know that?
Did not know that.
That's why
Oh,
most CIs. That's why most CIs are women. Think about
I
it.
see.
No straight man is gonna sit at a computer and press buttons and like torture a woman. No straight man is,
Right?
like think about it.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I know most of them. I've seen that in the groups here. I have seen more women than men. The men I've
Mm-hmm.
seen in there, like me, some are Me Too men that were hurt as little boys,
Mm-hmm.
and mostly though, again, it's government. I've seen laser. I have seen the targeting by CIA, and I'm like, but yeah, I see more women. I know more women than do men on these groups. That is true.
Yeah,
That's
because
true.
they hate women. That's why, and they get off on just watch surveilling you all day. And so let me tell you something else, Sharon. I have another handler that actually works at the Pentagon. Okay, he communicates with the handlers that live in my community to direct all the neighborhood, harassment, whatever. And he got obsessed with me. And he is interested in like when I eat, when I go to the bathroom, when I'm on my period.
That's okay. It's the same thing. Oh my God, it's the same thing these people do to me. And my
Mm-hmm.
children, the same thing. They want to know when I'm going to go to the bathroom, my period. I'm telling you, it
Mm-hmm.
seems like, oh, do you want me to get a picture of my crap in the toilet? I mean, they're so entitled because they're stalkers. They're stalkers, and no one else really has said this. I have had it on my mouth, on my panels, on my channels, to my cops. No one gets this. You get it. We
Mm-hmm.
know, right? But it really is so sick. It's not childish. It's sick. It goes from being petty and childish to, do you want my freaking bloody ass tampon? You want to know
Right.
when I go to the bathroom? Yeah, yeah. But this group here, Wolfpack, they have men, a few men, a few men. These men act like freaking women. They're following these women in the Wolfpack. Like, what are you, little wussies? Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they keep they're not only trolls, they're a Wolfpack. And I'm like, you men are in these women groups, really?
Mm-hmm.
And their fathers and their husbands too. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I was a damn grandpa, and I'm like, I'm not your hobby. So
Right.
go get a job
Mm-hmm.
and leave me alone. But they don't. I
Mm-hmm.
try to ignore them, block them, and it don't work. So now it's like, well, I guess court. And to speak out in the public and say, look, awareness, this stuff is really real. And the more you have truth here, again, oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're nuts. Well, guess what? Oh, I'm awoke. I'm not some dumb sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Until these people have our shoes and go through our
Mm-hmm.
pain, they never will realize what's going on. They don't understand
Mm-hmm.
this. When people scream to me about CSA, I say, have you ever had this? Were you a victim, survivor of CSA? No. Then you have no idea what's like to be an
Right.
adult from a child that survived child sexual abuse. We have patterns, we have behaviors, we have nightmares, we have night terrors, we have sometimes thoughts in their head. And until that person's in your shoes, they have no idea. I would never
Right.
say, oh yeah, um, I'm Shaniqua, and I'm a proud Black woman named Fire on my channel. Really? You're gonna wear a hijab thing, mocking people of Middle East, and pretend you're a Black woman? Like, come on, Fire. Come on, Jasmine. Really? Like, again, and it's so stupid. It seems kind of childish, but then it gets worse and worse. Again, I'm not a Black woman in Florida with felonies. They tried for months to convince people again I'm not Black woman. I'm like, really? Oh, I killed some old woman. They even said this. I'm a suspect. Well, I look like the woman in Boston or some state that killed somebody. I'm like, you people want to get someone killed. They do. They want people dead. They want Corey dead. Not a lie. Corey's new doc that came out explains the Wolfpack, the leaders, explains
Really?
that this one group here, dangerous group. But I'm telling you right now, there's groups above the Wolfpack, worse, a deeper rabbit hole. And that came also from Penny herself, because she
Mm-hmm.
knows this is one group that came after me and my kids. One little group. There's tons of groups. Even Corey said there are other groups here above the wolf pack. So Corey said some, yep, are government. They all work together. They're all dirty. They all know what's going on. They all know. Now, for me, I'm not Corey. It wouldn't take me 10 grand to say who hurt me as a child. But for him, that's him. But he is trying to sit here and change laws. Now, I support him beyond something. I only support Corey Feldman as someone like me, a CSA. The only bond me and Corey have is CSA. I'm not his best friend. I'm not his wife. I'm not his relative. But they say this crap. They were even saying, will Corey pay for your attorney for court? Since when? Since when? Speculation and freaking assumptions are not freaking facts. No one paid for attorney but me. But you see, the lies are rumors, and it gets someone hurt. So again, this can go to someone's death or prison. So we gotta help people through TI issues and say, hey, we've been there, we have the shirt, we have the shoes, we have the hat. So no one will hurt themselves or say we have no hope. Well, I'm saying there is hope out there. I'm here as a platform to say, what is your story? Come forth. Maybe through me and you, hopefully, Penny, people will see it's a real issue that TIs should come forward and say, well, I have this. We know there's 30.
To get on a panel with Shepard.
I have to. Okay, we had a discussion about having an interview. We had to talk. Yes, I gotta find out like when is good for her to go on a panel because she's really cool, really helpful. She helped me. The first person I really met through the group was actually Penny, and again, me and her got a lot in common. We knew the same people to a point. Her issue was my issue, and I'm like, wow. Again, we're all one big bubble, but divisions. My story is not all her story. But with the, again, CSA, yes, we have that bond because we know what it's like. And you can't pretend here, I can't say, well, I know what it's like to be a Black woman and be followed. I don't know that. I know I've been through with my cops here.
It's very scary.
I mean, okay, like the 5 cops at my front door, 5 cops at my front door over an image. 5 cops. Yeah. Oh, they're in training.
They were trying to intimidate you. That's why.
Right. Also, at that time, the cop investigation was open. They hate anyone that confronts them and will challenge them. They knew at that time, I'm the person that had that whole thing opened up on these dirty cops. So they want to, there's 5 cops here. Oh, they're in training. They're in training for what? A brawl? For a brawl? Really?
The real story. You mean they're sitting at their station jerking off to you in your house, and they want to see you in person. That's what the real story is.
Because seriously,
you're a TI, okay? And in case you didn't know, all sheriff's departments across this country, they have torture technology in the basement of every sheriff's department, and whoever is targeted, on their shit list or whatever that they hate, that they're secretly obsessed with, they watch in the basement.
It is true. You see a movie again that shows an actor as a character that's doing that. They say, okay, this person could be a perp, and then they watch them into their life and details. Well, to a point, for a detective, that's normal if you are a perp and you're in trouble. I'm not a perp. You're not a perp. So why are people so obsessed to know our whole life? Why? Because again, they're part of it, and it's sick. Movies again can tell you things. It can show you
Right.
things. I mean, again with missing children, they
Mm-hmm.
show the cameras on the light poles that will
Mm-hmm.
connect to store cameras on the corner
Mm-hmm.
to either store, subway, gas station, a huge, even Walmart. They will show a person with a child, and eventually, hopefully, they find the person, arrest them. There you go. Now, here's my thing. Kind of not hilarious, but just it's like a chuckle for me. I keep seeing my department on Instagram saying, "This missing child, boom, boom, boom. We want the public's help." Great. I'm all for that. If I see the child, yes, hey, Popo, what's up? Okay, but I see so many of these stories about missing children and teens in my area. It's like you have the technology to do this.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a missing person in the United States.
They have the equipment. So
Mm-hmm.
why are you screaming for the public?
Right.
I mean, I get this. In case, let's say you're in a Walmart, you see the
Right.
young woman or the old man. Yeah, it can happen. But I feel like this. They're not doing their job, their best. They're not doing the highest thing possible. Okay? Yes, a public person, a civilian can see them, but how many in a row? I've seen it 5 here in 2 months. And I'm like, no, no, no. You can get them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's going on. You have technology to find them. They just get freaking lazy sometimes and say, well, okay, it'll just pop up magically. And by that time, a child is either tortured, sexually hurt, or killed. So it's like, um, oh God, like I guess before Christmas. And well, no, yeah, in the fall, we had our first baby here in our area. The mom killed her baby and hid it and lied. We were shocked. I was shocked. I felt bad, but really, I'm not shocked because it's going on every day. They want to then show this one case. It's bad, but then tons of people have more issues, like again, missing teens supposedly. If I'm being stalked so much, they say here, oh, they're in this state, they can't come after you. They had traveled from their state to other states to harass them. So
Right.
they use my ex-husband and his wife. Get this crap. In fifth grade, my youngest daughter, 2 years ago, the woman in California had my ex-husband's wife follow me and my daughter walking to school. I'm
That's
told
crazy.
here for a whole week. I said to her, why did you do this in court? Well, I'm concerned about you and CPS. Really? So you contact my ex-husband's wife? Really? We're divorced for years now. No contact. So you chose to get my ex-husband's wife to not only follow me, to report back to you, my abuser. She wanted to see if me and Caitlin were walking to school. Oh, excuse. I want to see you're okay by
Mm-hmm.
CPS. Really? That's no a lie. It's creepy as hell. Cop said it is creepy. Civil case. I give this to the judge. It's all creepy. Well, again, Sharon, I was concerned for your child. If you're so concerned about my child's well-being, you could text me, email me, whatever. You send my ex-husband's wife after my daughter and me,
Right.
walking to school, and is stalking, unlawfully being stalked. I am being stalked here illegally, unlawfully. For what reason? Oh, the cops say it's not possible. Yes, it is. They're in shifts. Yeah, I have laughed at
They
two
so
cops
stupid.
saying,
They so stupid. That's why they require like a whatever. They so stupid.
yeah, they're telling
That's why
me,
as a PI, you never expect help from them because the only thing that they're instructed to do is turn you away, say you're crazy, you're
yep,
lying, because they're
yep.
doing it. They're doing it. Like that would
Well,
be ridiculous of me to go down to my local police station and say, hey, like, uh, you guys are fucking like harassing me. They, they're the ones doing it. That's like going to your abuser for help. Like,
well,
you
see,
know,
it's a setup. I
right.
learned it's a setup. I'll tell you what, it's my setup because they say in order for a trail, they tell you call the cops, get a report on paper.
Mm-hmm.
But how many reports here am I missing in the 2 years before Court and June, the woman of Wopac? A
So they're
hundred
breaking into
reports,
your house and taking them.
not only in my home, but at the police station. Okay.
Oh, so the cops,
And
the cops are shredding them.
cops would come to my house or the police station. I show them proof in their faces. They want to help you. They say, get a report. I'm missing 100 reports.
Yeah,
That's
they're
how bad
shredding
this
them.
crap is.
They're shredding them. You're a TI.
Not only shredding them, right? They say now, well, we're not really obligated to take your report. Really?
Yes, they are.
I know that. Right? Right.
See,
I
that's
have a
why
tenant.
when I write my
Mm-hmm.
complaints and stuff, I write my complaints to the DOJ in Washington because that's like the capital of the police, uh, in every city, whatever. I don't go to the local police station to like report anything. You know what I mean? You
I
gotta
have
go
learned
like
that.
above your head.
Yes. Well, see, to set up the saying, again, we're here for you and go ahead and to report, but then when I do report, it's like, A, where is it? Or if it is here, they leave things out sometimes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They'll say,
See, cops
well,
are
this
stupid.
happened.
Cops are stupid, but they're not stupid. Like they're taught in the academy how to lie to you, how to get information out of you from questioning, how to make you like you do a false confession. So they're not our friends. They're not here to protect us. They're just here to get more of us in prison and to write petitions and to fucking beat our ass. Okay.
I say they're
So,
eating donuts. The back room right there, eating donuts, going, well, there's crazy Sharon again on her reports. Well, what else can I do at that point? Now I
well,
learned,
fuck, that's the thing. Like okay, so you go to, let's say you go to one officer, he refuses to take a report. You report his ass to DOJ in Washington.
yeah, I learned last week where to go in the one sense, and I was like, but I asked people for helping them, but then they say I'm a joke, I'm not credible, that I'm a crazy girl. And I'm like, no, I got proof here. There's 4 cops here that are dirty. Why say, oh, it might be wrong, but not enough here to reprimand my officers? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
Right.
me? If it was your wife or your daughter or your sister or granddaughter, how would you feel?
Right.
It's bullcrap. My real
Well, what
friends
they're
here
doing
know
is
it's
it's
bullcrap.
called negligence. They're doing
It
they're
is.
negligence. So if God forbid something happened to you or your children, they would be held liable.
Right. Again, the same thing to my other abusers. If they had pushed me to suicide, what would
Yeah.
happen then? But they want to say, oh, no, we didn't push her. She's cray cray. Oh, really? Really? So it's a tactic to
Mm-hmm.
gaslight you, to scare
Mm-hmm.
you, to shut you up.
Right.
The more you come out there and you speak, again, how much hate did certain people of our country had go through to change laws? How many things
Right.
did King go through?
Exactly.
How many things did Martin Luther King Jr. go through? And he was killed for his belief and what he stand up for people and believe in cause. He died for this. And people make jokes, and I'm like, if he just sat back in jail, lost hope and faith, and had depression and go, well, woe is me, I can't make change. What did he do? He got out of jail and kept going. The
Yeah.
same thing with Billie Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
We had that talk one day. She put the
Mm-hmm.
protest of what she stood for in her music. The white man tried to stop her. And through music is powerful, she knew that's my only way at this point to tell them what's going on.
Yeah.
Black kids getting lynched. This is going on. That's going on. People have to make some noise. And she did. King did. The ones like the that freed the slaves at underground tunnels, like Tubman and them, they're real heroes. They did things to change. They made some noise. They took risks. Tubman went.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did Tubman go back and get her family and her friends and risk getting killed? She had big balls for a woman and kept
Mm-hmm.
going back. That's what we have to do is keep going back, getting RTI's hands and going, let's run. Pass the
Mm-hmm.
baton to someone that needs help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
TIs are a family. They've been
Yeah.
abused, some neglected, they have no hope, they have no faith. They only see fear and darkness and depression and
That's
despair.
true. That's true.
I've been there. One person helped me at that point. I had
Mm-hmm.
two more, then three more. On one hand, let's say five people is all you have that you trust. And one person, all you have to trust, that's all you need. Because God sent this people to you to help you. I'm a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, of course, perfect, but I believe this. God will give you people on your journey to help you, a lesson or a blessing. God wants people to have love, be accepted, and get help. But again, when you have hate in the way or racism in the way, it's distractions off your path and your race. You have that race to run. They want to grab you by, again, your sex, your race, your religion. I don't care what you are. You need help, you're TI, I'm going to help you. I believe here again, people are sent to you for a reason. To me,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
coincidence. I met Penny, I met
Yeah.
Devin, I met you, I met
I
others.
love Devin.
Devin
He,
is
he
like,
gets me through like hard times where it's like hard to get, because when you first wake up at a TI, they do voice campaign, right?
right,
And that's like the hardest time in the day for me is the morning because they make it like, okay, when you wake up, you're waking up in hell. They try to make it like that, right?
right,
And I saw Devin on Facebook and he likes to talk into the camera, and he just inspired me so much to like to keep going, and you know, he's a great person.
Devin's really cool. Devin, I said he had that passion, that fire
Mm-hmm.
as a man on male
Mm-hmm.
issues
Mm-hmm.
as
He
a
did this
what a
one
real
video
man should be,
about what is a real man, and I thought it was
right?
so great.
I
You
was like
know,
going, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, man, okay, the right way here, that's hot. That's passion hot. It's
yeah,
passion hot, fire to put it out there, what you've been put through, right? Number one, and
mm-hmm.
speak your truth of what a real
Right,
man should be. I mean, I was
right,
like, dude, it's a hot, again, the hotness here. It's not about a sex thing or sexual.
right,
The hot thing is the passion, the fire that you feel in your
right.
soul. The
Yeah,
hotness, I said, I was some hot shit, dude. But the hot shit
right.
was the fire. He's like, well, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm like, not only discuss this on your podcast on YouTube or Facebook, but go on someone's platform on YouTube and get it out there. Past your videos. But I said,
Right.
dude, your male voice is a
Yeah.
fire, hot passion for dudes. You need to get out there and say, to me, it's like the same love message of Dr. King
Yeah.
on that soapbox saying men should be real men, not only to themselves, to their wives or
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend, a husband to your kids. That's, or father, sorry, father to kids. Because see, the husband and dad to the kids, what a real man is. Yeah, you work long
He said,
hours.
right, and he said, oh, a real man is not someone that goes and works for a slave wage for somebody else. Or you learn how to do it yourself, and a real man,
Mm-hmm.
the truth, even faced with death. I said, "Oh my God, that's so true." Because ever since my awakening, where coming into consciousness, I don't even respect like just cowards, like
Right?
people who are afraid to speak truth. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
it's active to me now. Like you're not one of you're not the chosen.
It's like he said, you can tell a real TI to a real TI. You can tell who they
Mm-hmm.
are and
Mm-hmm.
um, their pain. For me, I can tell when they come tell me, hey, you're activist for CSA. Yes, I am. I've been abused. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
believe you. I can tell they're not full of crap because why? There's behaviors, there's patterns of what they do, not only physically, uh, being social, mentally, emotionally. You can tell that, okay, well, you feel you're cracked in the head, you say, or you're crazy. You're not.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you're crazy, then I'm crazy because we have in common of the abuse. It's not easy to go
Yeah.
out there and tell the world I am CSA because in my high school and even in middle school, I had issues. I didn't realize what I was going through until I get older and I'm like, oh God, it makes sense. They're all upset. They're all crying. Oh, we feel bad for you. I don't want you to feel bad for me. Be happy for me. I survived this, that I'm alive still
Right.
to help people and say, as a child, I went through torture, sexually abused, verbal abuse, grooming, paid me off, brainwashed you, threatened you. Be happy for me that I'm still here to tell my
Right.
story. People have helped me. I helped them. And I'm like, if I hadn't come forward, I wouldn't know Nadia. And she, of course, has
Right.
passed on. I wouldn't know people that been abused. I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one. And now, yeah, I'm a TI. Now, again, I'm a little bit different than you, but we're all in the family of TIs. Harassment, being stalked on different levels. We're all TIs in this. And I'm like, oh my God, the whole world is different to me because I'm not normal. Who is normal? We're not normal people. We're not normal because we've been targets.
Yeah.
We were normal at one point. You're happy, go lucky. You feel like, oh, no, you're targeted, being stalked. You don't feel like yourself anymore. The old you. You're a child, and you could go out in the whole world and conquer the world. When you are touched by evil and stalked and harassed, your mind changes. You're not the same you. It will change you. You get older, and it's like, oh crap, you can't block it. You can't ignore this. And I tell them therapy's great. It's great, but could be a crutch. Therapy is great. Again, I say get therapy, but also can be a crutch because sometimes at home, again, you have nightmares. You know, it's horrible. And for so long, you got one therapist to talk to them. But why one therapist? Why not people called a group that can talk to you and say, we know it's like. I give them respect as a therapist. I do. But they're in school. They want to help you. I know that. But they're in school to be taught how to deal with people. Great. But I know for a fact, I've seen a difference between a real therapist that's been through the things that a person that not. Like, I've been through some things, and like, I know a therapist that was through CSA. I saw a change because she knows what's like the torture, night terrors, the ridicule, the embarrassment, the shame. As a therapist, she understands more. She helps more because she knows what's like. It's like she knows because she's been through it. A therapist, I will respect them. I will hear them. They want to help you. Yeah, great. But for me, I more respect and trust somebody as a therapist that been through this shit. If they've been an ex pillhead or CSA or being homeless, I have been through all of this stuff. It's not, you know, easy for me to say, yeah, I'm an ex pillhead. Yeah, I am. I've been sober for a long time.
So what?
Do what?
So what?
Right. So the thing is, when you go out here and when you say, I have the balls and courage to say, I've been all these years sober of certain pills or certain things, these groups of people that target you, come after you, I still say, okay, it only shows what I'm doing is right and you're wrong. A therapist here says, well, blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. But it's hard for me to tell a therapist what's like when they don't know. Yeah, they want to know. They want to know what's going on with you. I agree. But deep down in you, they have no idea what's like. So I feel like sometimes, what's the point? You're wasting time on COVID phone call or video when I got people out here, real people that do help me by talking to me of their CSA or being targeted. I help them, they help me. Honestly, here, they've helped me more than my therapist does.
Right. Yeah.
They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't really get it. They want to help you, but they don't get it. I tell them still, if you trust therapists and for you it works, I want you as a person that survives CSA. Yes, I encourage them to get a therapist, But for me, it don't work.
Mm-hmm.
It just sit there. Well, how you feel about that? How you feel about that? How you freaking think I feel about this? It's the same
Right,
question.
right.
Well, how do you feel, Sharon? Dude, I went to punch my grandpa in the face. He's dead, okay? That's how I feel. I want to make some noise, get some cages rattled. That's how I feel. I want to hurt my perpetrator, my grandpa, what he did to me. I don't I will never have that chance of justice until I'm gone. And they will sit there, that dumb look on your face, like, did she really just say this? Yeah, I did.
So
I'm blunt.
your grandfather, was he military?
Yes, yes. World
What
War
branch?
II, Army,
Mm.
Army, World War II. My great uncle, his brother were in the war, World War II, Purple Heart, a Freemason, and a pedophile. So, um, my childhood, half of it was really bad. Whenever I'm
Yeah.
not near my grandfather, I have happy days.
Uh-huh.
But see, like my area is near Boca and uh, Deerfield and Fort Lauderdale. They're in
Mm-hmm.
Clearwater, and it's about a 6-hour drive. So I would be happy in my own home, not near him, right? Or
Yeah.
we gotta travel to Clearwater, Florida. I would dread it. I would dread it. I would hate it. I tried to come out many times, and he threatened to kill me.
How old were you?
I was 6.5 years old when it first started
Wow.
happening. So I was only 6.5 years old, and 19, okay, say 9, 81, 86, 86 what happened to me. And not all boom at one time. It was like gradual, to
Sure.
groom me, to lure
Yeah.
me, to trust him, to what now? Isolate me away from my parents and my brothers. You were isolated to just one group that want to help you. They attacked you. Well, me,
Yeah.
my grandpa was my perp. So I loved, in the 80s, I love strawberry shortcake, like My Little Pony.
Berkay.
And
I'm so
we're in
sorry
this
that happened to
van.
you.
What?
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Um, thank you. I just, I try to, like, again, help people through this. It's hard, but the more you discuss it, it's easier, but the nightmares are still there, of course. Like, even for a whole
Yeah.
year, I'll have no thought of my grandpa in my head. The nightmares come anyway. No medication and no therapy really can have the nightmare stopped. I'm serious. I can be blunt as possible about this shit. Your medication and therapist can help you. I agree. But the nightmares, they still come. They still come. So the thing is, you do things to help through the bullcrap. But again, people don't realize the abuse is not always bam molestation or bam rape or bam this. It's very slowly. It's all allure, illusion. It's charm to groom you again, to get you to trust that person. Now he's somebody I loved, respected, ex-military. He's a deacon in church, and he would sing in the choir. Right. So the thing is, behind closed doors, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know that life. And the first time this happened to me was very, very innocent. The first half of this, we went to a place, we had milkshakes. I've got a thing for strawberry milkshakes at that age. I don't know, my thing. And he would buy me a milkshake and food. Oh, I love you. You're a good girl, whatever. He bought me my first strawberry shortcake doll, the little cat, little scent. It smelled so good. I get to the van, I get in his van. He gets the seatbelt on my chest and starts touching me on my chest, and I froze.
Yeah.
And he said that my only friend would be that doll in my hand. So he used that toy, to lure me and then groom me. I loved
Yeah.
those 80 shows. He took from me what I love to abuse me. A pedophile does that. And he touched my area of my chest and my inner thigh. I couldn't move. I'm like, oh, is this really real? So back to the house we go. My grandma and Abe were making dinner. I couldn't say anything. And I'm like, what do I say? Would she believe me? I don't know. What do I say? How do you start telling your grandmother that her husband, your grandpa, did this to your grandchild? Where do you go? Where do you go from this shit? Where do you go and go, hey, yeah, my papa did this to me. You get scared and you're frozen. Little by little, it got to a point getting worse. At one point, at 16, in his house for vacation, I'm going to the bathroom. Sometimes here, I got to go to the bathroom before he did. He would corner me in the hall. My parents were
That
in
must have
the
been
kitchen.
so terrifying.
Yeah, it is. I was 16 and my parents were in the kitchen. See, in the house, the kitchen would loop around to the living room, like living room, kitchen, the den. So it all connects a big circle, like a moon, right? Right,
Hmm.
a crescent. Yeah. Anyway, they're in the kitchen making dinner. I had to go to the bathroom. He's not anywhere to be found. I go to the bathroom, wash my hands, of course. I opened the door and there he was. This man is like 6'4", tall guy, big, not muscle, but fat. Big, fat, big
Hmm.
old dude. Powerful of the army, tactics, and I'm 16, a little bit older. And I had to crawl under his legs to out of the hallway. And when I'm under, I thought I had it right. I had him. I'm left. He then, his hand would hit my butt. And I'm like, really? That's not appropriate. And I'm like, stop it. Like, stop it. He'll laugh. How many times here, his hot tub, he had a hot tub. I had some friends on the street. And when I see my grandpa and grandma, they're my friends. Oh, you're from Pompano. Yeah, I'm Sharon. So it was Stacy and Lori were my friends on the street, right? My grandparents' house. We had a hot tub. And when my friends are in the hot tub with me, just chilling, or girls talking about Barbies or whatever it was. I don't know, we're younger at that time. He wouldn't do things to me. Why? Witnesses. So
Yeah. That's
at
kind of
one
like my
point,
perk. Like if
yes,
I'm with somebody in the car, I would there would be like no police harassment, right? But when I'm by
right,
myself, they excuse me, they gang up on me. Like, so it's kind of like the same thing, like isolate the victim, you know,
right. Well,
thing.
see, the window, again, you have living room, the kitchen with, I guess, where it's connection to the other room, but a huge window over the sink. And in Florida, you have these indoor porches, an indoor porch, and
Hmm.
the hot tub was in the porch. The window, you can see the hot tub, the aloe plants, the chair, whatever. He would watch me in the hot tub with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Then sometimes he'll walk away, get a little snack, come back, watch me again. And he told me before one time, ever tell your little girlfriend what happens, I will drown you in a hot tub.
Oh my God.
I was threatened to be drowned in a hot tub. He
And he
said,
probably wouldn't do it because he was Army.
yes, also a big old fat dude. So I was scared. I was younger than, I was like, not, I was 13 and 12 at this
Mm-hmm.
time before core 16. He says, you tell your friends this, I will drown you. He would laugh as a mockery
Oh,
joke, but it's not a joke, it's a real thing. So when you're gonna joke here, it's the truth, not a joke. So I was paralyzed, and sometimes in my bathing, I had one piece bathing suit. I got insecure about my body. Well, why? I was molested. I was, yep, touched. I was abused, and so I'm developing. But I had one piece. I thought, well, you can't see me in this. I had no chest at that one point. I had no chest. And he would say, oh, I see your things growing, or something like that. Constant remarks like this, I would freeze. And he would get his hand, hit my ass, little slap on the ass. Yeah. And then I'm that age, even at age 7, 8, 9, 10, I wanted to die. I thought, what happened to me if the guy killed me in a hot tub? What if here I'm in a hot tub and go underwater and don't come up again? Because I figured it would stop the abuse. I'm not here. A normal child does not think that way. His church, his small little church, were all good old folk, they say, old people. They were all nice to me. They all loved me. Did not know how he was, obviously. So my grandma and grandpa were in the choir singing, and in the pew, it's like I'm near my mom and dad, obviously. In the choir, he would look at me and wink and smile as to say, I see you. Don't say anything. And I'm like, even at 8 years old, I'm thinking, I wanted to go over the podium, over the pews. I wanted to get a knife and kill him in his chest to make
mm-hmm.
it stop. And then the one time in my house, in my own house this time, they would travel from Clearwater to Pompano Beach, Florida. So in my house, I was sick. My dad's at a cop job, whatever, at the jail. My mom and grandma went to the mall for hair getting done for church next day. I lived a 4-minute walk to the mall, house mall, there it is. So I begged my mom to go with her. I said, I don't want to be here, but you have a fever. Get some meds for you, okay? And stay here with your papa. No, I want to go with you. I'm going to go with you. I couldn't tell her why. He would kill me, I thought.
Right.
Well, I had to stay home. I said, well, F this crap. I got my, um, I got an actual pot to piss in, no joke, my snacks, my magazine, and I got a knife. Went to my brother's actual room, office then, right? Office room now. It had a bed in there, office computer, all that crap, office crap. So I had a bed in there. I got my pillow, a knife. I put the piss into my snacks. The knife is not for me. It's to kill him, to find me. I'm going to have my ass protected no matter what I do. So I thought, this time, I'll get him this time. He will not touch me. So I'm in there in the hallway being on quiet. The room, lock the door. I'm laying down. He's a real big fat man. So you hear him walking. heavy, boom, boom, like a horror movie, boom, boom, closer. I'm like, God, not today, please. Then he's like, hey, strawberry shortcake, where are you? Let's go play. Again, my nickname was Strawberry Shortcake. He called me Sweet Tits and Sweet Cheeks.
What?
Mm-hmm. The Wolfpack has used my names against me. The Wolfpack will call me Sweet Tits or
That's
Sweet
messed
Cheeks.
up.
Yep. Yep. Strawberry Shortcake memes with my face in it. The grandpa sex song. Yeah, it is. All truth. I heard him coming. Got the knife. I said, not today. Either I die or he dies. And I heard the door, the knob going click, click, click. He had something in his hand to jimmy it. I said, I don't cuss at that age. I never cussed. I said, you old bastard, you better go away. Leave me alone. And I'm like cussing to say, leave me alone. I would like push him away. My cussing, I thought would get him to back off, to scare him. It didn't work. So then, right when it popped open, I had in my hand a knife in my hand. The car pulled up. I kept saying, God, 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 God help me. I'm gonna die today. I'm gonna die. The car pulled up. He ran. The big old fat man. Can't run that fucking far, okay? All of a sudden, my mom and grandma walk in. Dad, what are you doing? I come out holding a knife. And my mom's like, what the hell? That's when really my shit came out. And it's like, you don't know what it's like until you're in that. It's like a horror movie, but my life. One time, this Wolfpack group got a song from Blink-182. It's describing a girl and grandpa having sex. It's sick. The Wolfpackers kept playing that song over and over and over. And it only got me triggered because I'll tell you why. The one of the lyrics in the song was this: your grandpa's effing you on your bed, blah, blah, blah. Well, the one girl knew of my one attack. That's why I went ape shit. I'll tell you why else. That's the day after I came out about my abuse. I was proud, came out. Then the next day, no, I came out as from CSA shit, right? This is by CSA. The Woodpackers played that song the next day to embarrass me, to hurt me, to trigger me. People don't get this. This crap can make you suicidal or actually kill yourself. So that one day, I came out of the closet as to be, I am CSA. And the next day, they played that dumb song. And the one girl knew my abuse details. When you're about 7 years old, big old fat guy, military army, big old fat man, holds you down by your throat by one hand, other hand touching my areas. I couldn't move, could I? She knew this about me. And that damn song kept saying, I'm effing my grandpa on my bed.
This is a Blink-182 song?
Yep. A real song. And I was hysterical. Because it was similar to my abuse issue. But 3 years now, this crap, they don't get it. They don't understand that someone in that state of mind at that point could, again, drugs, suicide. They push people to kill themselves. They don't care. How many women before me, again, were in hospital? I mean, my one friend had a video that was private. They had that stolen, and they showed everyone on YouTube her video. Attempt
Oh.
suicide video. Yep. So they showed this girl a private video of her parents. They showed this girl banging her head against the window and steering wheel. They torture her all the time. This actress. They don't care. They have no boundaries. And I'm like,
what actress are you talking about?
Her name is Sara. I can text it to you because there's sometimes people hear her last name and they torture her. But Sara is her first name, and she about did this to herself. But she's here. She's here.
Yeah, I always knew that the celebrities like get it too, like not just from obsessed fans, but from the government, like from the agencies.
Yeah.
Like I know they mess with them, especially with the electromagnetic weaponry. I know they get it. You know.
Yeah. Well, as an actor, again, these movies here shows it tells you what happens in real life, but people don't want to see it. They only say, "Oh, entertainment," but if they were smart people, they would know God's eye exists. It happens. Other things happen in real life. I would say also National Treasure movie. It shows secrets, like government. It shows what happened, and it's glamour. They say it's only a movie. It's entertainment. It's not. They will put this in a movie. They want people to be awake and say, again, my abuse here.
It's like a serial killer, like writing letters to the FBI.
Right. Again, you hear about Illuminati, Scientology, Freemasons.
Right.
So far, I know to my ability, my knowledge here, I'm the only person so far that's come out to a degree about Freemasons publicly. Now, Leah Remini,
I love her.
She was a Scientologist. She escaped that shit, left, right?
Yeah.
But
didn't they stalk her when she left?
Yes, I believe so. And her family disowned her. I believe so too. Now, see, Scientologists are linked as sisters to Freemasons. Okay? And they all say, oh, Freemasons are so great. No, a dark side of Freemasons. Okay, they're all cults. They're cults.
Yeah.
The G letter and the symbol of Freemasons is a fallen angel, a demon, a G name of a demon. If people were really smart here, did their research, they would see what's going on. When you are awake and you show things, you'll get attacked and more attacked because it's truth. They want you to be quiet. The same about the media. Media is all screwed up. They will show you what they want you to see. I mean, they try to cover up bullcrap in Florida of my nephew's murder at that high school in Portland, Florida on Valentine's Day. The media will twist and contort, and they'll show you what they want to show you. And I kept seeing the crap going on. I can see it. I see the kids' faces that were killed, the coach that was killed, and you see what's going on. Okay, like they say, oh, so BSO were on the scene at that high school. My dad worked for BSO in Florida, okay, and he's ashamed of them, ashamed how they acted so slowly and stupid. Like they said, oh, it's a firecracker. We thought it's a firecracker. You are trained to not question things. You were trained to go in and help people and see what the hell is going on. Oh, you heard a firecracker until he saw kids bloody up. I'm like, I'm watching this. My hometown, I've been in that high school before in the lobby going, oh my God. And then my friend from high school, my friend Tiffany from high school in Pompano Beach, her husband's a firefighter for that area, right? Well, the woman that works with him, guess who she was? That woman, her son was the guy got killed, the swimmer. He was a swimmer. They put on the news. He had a full scholarship in college. He's a swimmer that was killed. So Tiffany's husband is friends with the mother of that child that was killed. My nephew, not by blood, but my nephew was killed that day. So the girl, the FBI knew, the old woman, the freaking neighbor told FBI of the guy in the backyard shooting things, had a bad vibe about the guy in the backyard. FBI knew. The school knew of his behavior. No one did anything. No one did. Right. So now 17 people that would be my nephew and this woman's child swimmer, they're dead. The coach had a baby. He's gone. And the one girl, Jamie, her dad and her brothers met Trump in his face. And they said, you know where we go now to see Jamie? You want to know, President Trump, where we go to see Jamie? A freaking cemetery. We go to see our daughter and their sister at a cemetery. BSO were too slow. Didn't do anything. Coral Springs stepped up. And they just sat back. How many kids were already killed? Time Coral Springs showed up. No one is seeing a big picture of the evil. Tons of schools getting shot down, and they're all worried here about other BS. They want to hate on the community of gay, lesbian, trans, bisexual. They hate these people. Why? They're just people. They want to put a focus here. Right? You know what I'm saying? They put a focus here to hate this community of people and not do the bigger job. Don't worry here what they're doing. They want to wear a dress, let them wear a dress. I don't care. They're just people. They worry more about who's gay, who's lesbian. There's kids getting shot up. There's kids dying of this. And they don't see here the bigger picture. It's a distraction, a big distraction where you don't know. I got fear now in me every day to my kids. I'm proud of you. I love you. And I hug them because you don't know. You don't know when your kid might not come home. So I tell my kids, I love you. I'm proud of you. Know this. Because see, my friend lost her child that day. It's like she called me screaming on the phone. I'm like, what news? What's going on? I saw the kids running, and I'm like, oh God, to my knees screaming, no, no, no. Why? It's my hometown. It's my people. It's my neighbors. It's my home. It hurts you. It's your home. It's where you grew up at. But it hurt me more. I didn't know that he was shot. She's screaming, going, Sharon, Sharon, Sharon. And I'm like, what? And I couldn't hear her. I'm like, calm down, calm down. Finally told me, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. And I'm like, what the hell? And I lost my shit hearing her screaming. I'm like, what the hell? It's a bad nightmare. And all of a sudden, you see all the kids' pictures that were killed. And I lost my shit. And I said, me or her were friends in high school and the neighborhood, right? Okay. We reconnected a month prior to this. I talked to that kid a month prior and I lost him. That shit kills me. Nadia suicide kills me. These people mock me all the time about this. And I said, once you'll know. So yes, that one day I kept crying, all of their pain, all the death I went through, and last year, my best friend, a guy in school and church I grew up with, he passed away in a hospital. I talked to him, I'd say 3 days prior to going to the hospital. And we're connected a month before too. And I called him before the hospital even happened. They told me he's doing better. He's doing better. They always see him better in a week before they pass away. His life was going to be, I guess, saved. They say, oh, it's going to be saved. James is fine. James is eating a fluid, whatever, in a tube. I go, good. You can't talk yet, but by a tube in the food, right? All of a sudden, his mom calls me at my kid's interview at her job that year. And I'm being told that he passed away. I put out the proof there of my pain and say, I'm a real person. I want to help. I want to help others. They want to stop you from your destination, your goals. Right. So, I put a slideshow to honor James of our childhood, high school. They mock it. Okay, I can't ignore that. But then to a point, they want to contact. They want to know his family. They want to know the high school we went to. Really? That's sick. You don't like me or hate my content. Why watch me? Not your concern what high school it was. I put the high school. Okay. But then, hey, is it true that Sharon James were best friends? Is it true that he died of this? Is it true that the high school happened? Yes. They want to dig. These jerks are not detectives. They're not cops. Again, they want to get into your life here to know your personal information, your family, your friends, even your dang church. It's like, stop it already. But it can't be stopped. So court. So again, us being TIs here, our goal here, I believe, is to speak out, speak up, get a good support system, and tell others, hey, look, we're here, and you're not alone in this. And I'm very proud of you again for saying, hey, I'm done being quiet. I want to speak out. So I give you respect and props for saying, hey, I gotta talk. I gotta say, yo, enough is enough. And the awareness of what you're going through as a TI, what you went through of different things here, of course. But, again, I am proud of you that you can say, this happens. And we go from there. I pass the baton to you to others saying, okay, here's your strength, your tools, run your race. The more we speak up and we say, hey, blah, 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 I hope people will hear this and say, okay, let's start the campaign. Let's start something to get laws changed, to realize we are TIs, maybe again, different divisions. We're all the same people. We have been harassed, we're targets. So my goal is to get a campaign going, if possible, in the future. I want Devin to come forward. I want Penny to come forward. We want others to say, my story is this. How can we help you? But then, how can you help us? we're a family in this. But people also that go through CSA, cutters, you're on drugs, people are here for you guys. So I want to encourage people that hear my story, hear Raianna's story. You're not alone. You feel alone and maybe ashamed, maybe embarrassed, but you see Raianna right here in front of you guys, a real person, a real TI. What more do you need? She showed proof. What more do you need than someone living the hell, the nightmare every day? So,
it is relentless.
You keep going forward, and I want to encourage people, keep going higher. Get yourself heard. Make some noise. Cops won't help you. Cops say, okay, no, you're crazy. Cops are no good to you, you think? Fine. You keep going higher. The higher you go, the trail goes to a point, to court or reporter. You get yourself heard. Somebody will help you. I am here. I know Raianna came out with this. She's here to help people. We want this platform to be open for all TIs. I promise you, you'll have the help that you need. You'll have support. I can't promise here I can fix you. I can't fix you, but I can promise I'm here for you. I can't promise that there's no bad days. You'll have bad days. You'll have pain, but you'll have joy. You'll have friends, a family, a support system. It's okay to cry and get upset, but then you realize, get on your shoes and keep going. You cannot change things unless you make some noise. So be proud that you survived all this crap. Be proud you're here to tell your story. The only way is up, not down.
You sure?
Do what?
I said, are you sure?
The signal went out for a minute. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
No, I said, are you sure? He said, the only way is up, not down. And my response to that is, are you sure?
The only way we can go is up because we've been down. We've been down on our knees through the hell we've been going through, right? So we're on our knees already. The only way you can go is higher and higher and reach out. I help people, they help me. It's not about me, or I. We're a whole team here that want to help other people to say, we've been on our knees, we've been in that dark closet and chains. We can change things if we are together for the good against the evil. For me, where else can I go but up? I've been through hell and back. So have you. You have been through hell and back. I think that people will hear this. If they believe us, fine. If not, fine. We're not here for naysayers.
Right.
We're not here for the haters. We're here for people that want the help, that are crying, going, hey, I need support. We're not here for, again, hate, trolls, naysayers. We want to help real people. Again, I hope people out there will just see that it's okay to want help. It's okay to have fear, but don't let the fear control you. The fear will hurt you in the long run. The more you're quiet and don't speak up, it will eat you alive. then it gets
Yeah.
worse. So we're here to say it's okay. You know, again, you all think that you're nuts. You all say, oh, I'm nuts. I'm crazy. You're not crazy. You're not nuts. If you're nuts, I'm nuts. So again, let's go forward this. I want to thank Raianna. I thank you very much for being here. Your passion, your story. I'm proud of you coming out here again for the first time saying, I want to show my face. I want to show my name. I want to show what I am. So thank you very much for being here. We encourage others to be like Raianna. Come forward. Say your piece. Awareness. Tell us your story. And don't hold back. So thank you, Raianna, again for being here. And again, you know, we care. You need help, we're here for you. You know,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I encourage people, don't give up. Don't give up. If I give up, I wouldn't be here. If Raianna gave up, she would not be here right now. We're not victims. We're survivors. We're warriors. We're truth seekers. We are whistleblowers. You're not just survivors, you're warriors because you keep surviving. You keep going every day. You're a damn warrior. And be strong and keep going forward. My message to all you TTIs. You're our family. We love you. We support you. Again, again, again. Don't ever give up. So again, thank you, Raianna. Have a great night. You guys out there, God bless and keep going forward. Good night, guys. Bye.
Right.